Somebody may come by.
I'm taking it as fast as I can.
Watchman, stay down. I'll take care of him.
Hey, what are you doing down there? And when I came to, this is how I found him.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. They were robbing the grave.
There must have been something mighty important down there.
Yeah, there was. The casket.
Let's see what we've got here.
Dennis Barlow, 38 years old, occupation, high school physical education teacher. No known enemies, no drugs, no gambling. That's a clean record. But why would anyone want to snatch his remains?
On the night after the funeral, too. It wasn't even cold in the ground.
Uh-huh.
Got an idea, Pete?
Yeah, a mad doctor.
Come on, no jokes.
I'm serious. Look, they dug him up right after they buried him, right? Well, they did that in all the movies.
Not the ones I go to.
Look, I know it's wild, but look at the facts. Phys ed teacher must have had a great body.
Gallagher. All right, Belmont, you check out that night watchman. Christie, go on over to Mrs. Anderson's. She was a good friend of his at school. Find out what you can. I'll hold it. Take Mr. Imagination with you.
Captain, if I may...
Everybody loved Dennis. All of us fellow teachers, his students, and he was so happy. You know, he saved for 2 years for this trip.
Trip?
All his life, Dennis wanted to take a European tour, and this charter was so cheap, so we went.
Just how does a trip figure into this?
Well, that's where he died. He did the chateau country and the museums. He kept sending back the most beautiful cards. Then when he got to Paris, like that, he was gone.
A heart attack?
Did he have a previous heart condition?
Oh, he took good care of himself. He was a perfect physical specimen.
I know this is a bit difficult, Mrs. Anderson, but could you please try to fill in the details?
Well, there isn't much. He didn't have anybody close. But thank goodness for Blue Swan. They took care of everything.
Blue Swan?
The charter group that took him on the tour. Mr. Wilson ran the tour, and he was wonderful. He just took over. He found a French undertaker, and he got all the papers. You have no idea what you go through when someone dies in a foreign country.
Captain Ryan. What? Are you kidding? When? Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, we'll notify the next of kin. Thanks. All right, you two, you can hold up that search for Barlow. They just hauled out his body a couple of miles off Catalina.
Captain, how do you know it was Barlow?
How many bodies can you fish out of the ocean already embalmed?
That's not Mr. Barlow.
What?
This is another stiff? Oh, pardon me, Mrs. Anderson.
If that's not Barlow, who is it? Captain? Sir, we're on to something.
And it's a lot bigger than it looks.
Yes, sir. Now, we've got 2 bodies, right?
Right.
Now, guess where the second man died, Louis Martin?
Europe.
And guess what he was doing in Europe?
He was on a chartered tour. All right, Barlow and Martin, they both died in Europe on a tour. Well, thousands of people take those tours. That could simply be a coincidence.
Yes, sir, but listen to this. Now, in the last year, 6 Californians have died on tour in Europe.
That is quite a coincidence.
Yes, sir.
All right, check it out.
Right away.
Give me the Hall of Records, huh?
Centric.
Would you say he's over 6 feet?
Easy.
You can stop digging now, thank you.
Why?
I think he's in over his head, Pete, and so are we. There's another casket missing.
Another coffin missing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so what do we know? Well, we know that over the past 6 months, 6 California residents have all died in Europe, all from heart attacks, and all embalmed, their bodies shipped back here for burial, and all of them were on those chartered tours.
3 of the bodies have been snatched, and one's just been found.
Deep sixed off Catalina. I guess we weren't supposed to find him either.
I don't know, it just looks like this is pointing to some kind of a smuggling setup where they use them as a cover to ship something out of Europe through customs and into Los Angeles.
Somewhere in the casket.
My guess is narcotics, cocaine or heroin.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Something just doesn't wash for me, sir. I mean, how do they time it? Just sit around and wait for some American on tour to conveniently have a heart attack?
That doesn't seem likely, does it? I don't know, they must have some way of inducing a heart attack.
Yeah, so now we're dealing with the homicide.
Yeah, but how do they pick them? How do they pick their mark?
All strangers, all on tour.
Oh, boy, that tour. Blue Swan Tour, Renaissance Art Tour, I don't know, they're all different. All right, now look, let's zero in on these tours. At Blue Swan, Renaissance Art Tour, Chateau Country, the whole lot. Now, there's gotta be a link in there somewhere.
I think there is, sir.
Huh?
12624 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 112. They're all listed under the same address.
Thank you, Jeannie. I'm so glad you could make it, Mr. Harding. I have your reservation right here.
Oh, good.
If you'll just fill out the rest of it.
Thank you.
It's fortunate you called when you did. We only have a few openings left.
Do you folks really need such a detailed medical report, too?
That's purely precautionary. We like to stay on top of any situation. What with being thousands of miles away from home and all that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I have to watch my heart, you know.
You have nothing to worry about, Mr. Harding. You'll be well taken care of.
I'm counting on that.
Hi.
Well, what do you think?
Shouldn't you be dressed like a tourist?
That's smarts. Come on. Okay, let me fill you in. Treasury and the French Sûreté. They both welcome our help. And they're fully behind the plan.
Which is?
My tour director thinks I've got a heart problem. And that makes me a pretty good mark. Ought to fit right into their needs. And that way I might protect any other innocent victims on the tour.
That's if we're right about these tour groups.
I think we are. They've checked the references and the background on my application right down to the medical report. Now, the moment the French Sûreté thinks the time is ripe, I'm going to save that gang the trouble. I'm going to make off like I dropped dead of my own heart attack.
Yeah, well, the problem is they play for keeps.
Yeah. Can I have your golf clubs?
Pete.
Certe is going to fix it with the doctor. I am going to appear to be dead right up to the point where we find out where the narcotics are stashed on that end and where they end up on ours.
Isn't that cutting it awfully close, sir?
Yeah, I know. I could really get killed. And so could my backups.
Who are your backups?
Well, because of the high risk involved and the specialized qualifications needed. I had a computer run made, and believe me, this is the last time I'll ever try that again.
Moi?
Oh, it gets worse.
You gotta mean me.
Christie Doubleday, school teacher. There's your background and your credentials. Frank Kelly, those are yours. Welcome to the tour, gang.
BOAC Flight 2 for New York and London will depart from Gate 4.
Mrs. Fenton? For a while there, I didn't think you were going to make it.
Oh, Mr. Case, I was so excited I could hardly sleep all night. I must look awful.
You look terrific. Excuse me. Mr. Harding.
Hi.
Shouldn't you be sitting down?
Are you kidding? I had a wonderful lunch. I feel just fine.
All right.
Thank you.
It's our little school teacher.
Oh, hello.
Miss Christie Doubleday.
Miss Doubleday?
Thank you. Boy, I tell you, I'm looking forward to getting away for a couple of weeks.
Good.
Do I need the rest? Kids, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Mr. Kelly, where's Mr. Frank Kelly? Excuse me. Mr. Frank Kelly!
Paging Mr. Frank Kelly. Paging Mr. Frank Kelly.
Pardon me, sir.
Mr. Frank.
Excuse me, Mr.
Frank Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Frank
I
Kelly.
believe they're
Please
paging you.
report to Continental Tours departure area.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Hope you don't mind.
Like, I get very nervous on planes. Since my husband died, I miss the company of someone masculine.
My name is Harding. Fred Harding.
Eloise Fenton.
Well, hi, Ellie.
I like that. And my husband used to call me Ellie. What does your wife call you?
Well, I don't have a wife.
Oh.
But you can call me anything you like. Except maybe late for dinner.
I think someone might be trying to make a move.
Yeah.
Oh. You don't think there's anything wrong with that engine out there?
Well, what do you mean?
You think it's all right? Well, since they took the propellers off, I've never felt safe.
You really shouldn't do that to a fella.
I know what they are.
What?
Nitroglycerin. You have an angina problem?
Yeah. I'd rather not talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stewardess, Miss Pink. We are now approaching Rome International Airport. Presently, we are passing over the Tiber River and various historic landmarks of Rome, such as the Colosseum and the King Victor Emmanuel Monument.
terrific-looking bunch of people you are. Everybody breakfasted right on time? Well, we don't want to let down for 1 minute. Continental is going to take you people on 12 historic, culture-laden adventures in 12 fun-packed days. Winding up in the glamour capital of the world, the City of Lights, Cape Paris. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet someone you're going to see a lot of. Our beautiful hostess, our tour guide, Miss Gretchen Gertweiler.
Mamma mia.
How do you do? If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I speak English like I was an American born. Today, we see the fountains of Rome. Would you please come in the bus?
This is going to be one fantastic trip.
Yeah, that's if we get to wave goodbye to the natives. Ladies and gentlemen, we at Continental Tours welcome you to the sights, sounds, and pleasures of Rome. We are approaching the first of many historical monuments of past Roman civilizations. The Forum. Built during the Republican period, it was one of the many majestic and elaborate buildings of that time, consisting of many columns, pillars, and the arches of Titus, Septimus, Severus, and the Curia, once the home of the Roman Senate. Even today, these ruins still reflect the great architectural feats of its past. They're subtle.
Who?
The tour people. They haven't made a wrong move yet.
The problem is, how will we know when they try it?
Our problem is trying to figure it out before they try it. The Via Veneto contains some of Rome's most fashionable and expensive shops, where everything from custom suits to fine artifacts can be purchased. We are converging on one of the greatest Roman landmarks, the Colosseum. This structure is the greatest surviving monument of Imperial Rome. Designed for gladiatorial combats, the Colosseum was built by the Emperor Vespasian on the site of Nero's gardens. This architectural giant is one sight that cannot be missed. The Trevi Fountain is perhaps the most famous of all the fountains in Rome. People come from all parts of the globe to throw coins and make wishes. Yet, it's not the most beautiful of all the countless fountains of Rome. We're now approaching the Piazza Venezia in the King Victor Emmanuel Memorial, also known as the Wedding Cake. This piazza is surrounded by numerous palaces, specifically the Palazzo Venezia, which was used by Mussolini for his offices and headquarters, the prestigious and elegant Piazza Navona. Ladies and gentlemen, due to the nature of our schedule and in order to keep our date with Paris, we will be leaving Rome now. We're now crossing the Italian border into Austria, coming down the narrow winding roads of the Austrian Alps. Austria is a land of constantly changing scenic landscapes, with unusual farmhouses and storybook-like villages.
You see something?
We are now traveling through one of the countless valleys
You look
of
worried.
Austria.
I am.
These valleys are renowned
What about?
for fertile farm and pasture lands.
I don't know, Pete.
Protected by the surrounding
My
mountains,
instinct just tells me it's just about to happen. Now.
villages, and set against the statuesque
I don't know.
alpine background.
Stay alert, though.
All of which present quite a picturesque sight. This beautiful Austrian village has not changed in centuries, yet everything has a neat, clean look about it, which is typical of the Austrian people. Even the fields look like a painting, everything in its proper perspective. Have you ever seen such a gorgeous countryside? We find constantly changing landscape. The design of this ancient bridge appears more Romanesque than Austrian. Salzburg, sometimes known as the Sound of Music City. Salzburg is one of the largest cities in Austria. It
3 days, and she hasn't left his side. I don't like it.
I don't either.
The quaint houses and narrow streets lend much to the character and charm of the city of Mozart's birthplace.
If you'd like to go up there.
Of course, Brad.
Then we'll get on the bus. Oh,
Let me get.
thank you.
This is such a beautiful little village. Oh, I should have done this years ago. Beautiful little village.
Pete. She took his cup and turned her back. She might have put something in it.
What? Oh? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. That's perfectly all right.
I'll get you a
Will
tissue.
you keep your hands off of me?
We were afraid of the cup.
Yeah, well, then he should have spilled it on himself. She turned her back with it. I was watching her.
We're sorry, sir.
All right, never mind the apologies. At least your heart was in the right place. All right. Has anybody made any suspicious plays toward either of you?
Us?
Well, your phony backgrounds fit their needs, too, you know. You're single, no relatives, California, it all fits.
None at me.
Me neither. Well, I guess I'm still a prime target.
Come on, everybody. Back on the bus. We must keep to our schedule. Let's get back on the bus. Come on, everybody. Making our way down this narrow, winding road into Germany to our next scheduled stop, the elaborate and mysterious Schloss Rheinhagen on the Rhine River, just near Baden-Baden. You will notice the similarities.
There goes Mrs. Benton again. She's next to the captain every chance she gets.
Yeah, Captain doesn't seem to mind too much.
Or else he's leaving himself open.
It's hard to believe a nice-looking woman like her could be planning to kill somebody.
I think now is a good time.
I suppose they said the same thing about Lizzie Borden.
Enjoy the scenic ride. Traveling through the lower Rhine Valley, once again we find ourselves amidst lush pasture lands, dotted with cattle and quaint farmhouses. We will soon see the Rhine River itself. Along the Rhine River, the scenery is constantly changing, like the pages of a historical picture book. This typical Rhine village might appear a bit deceiving. It's a lot busier than it looks. One of the many river ports, another link in that great chain, the Rhine River.
Something happened.
No, but they must have set up the mark by now.
Sitting high above the Rhine River gives it
The question is who?
That's what we've got to stay alert to find out.
Right.
Numerous magnificent tapestries, statues, and works of art. The view from the tower of the castle is breathtaking.
Miss Doubleday, the Schloss Rheinhagen should be of a special interest to a teacher like you.
Oh?
10th century tapestries are fabulous, and the view of the Rhine from the balcony is breathtaking. You'll love it.
Thank you.
Christie, would you get in the picture, too, right next to Frank? Mr. Harding, would you be in the picture?
Certainly.
Would you take it?
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, save money.
I think I'm going up to the Schloss and take a breathtaking lifetime view of the Rhine.
May I join you? I know a great view, the exact spot.
Okay.
Fantastisch, yeah?
Fantastisch, ja. Beautiful. Look how the light hits the water.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Come on.
Oh, I'm fine now.
Well, I think of what might have happened. Now, I'm striking the Schloss Rheinhagen from the continental itinerary. And Gretchen, I'm putting you down for a bonus.
That's not necessary, really.
All right, everybody. She's all right.
I think we should have a celebration in Paris tomorrow. Are you busy?
I'd be delighted.
I mean the both of us.
Won't three be a crowd?
Of course not. We're one happy family, no?
No.
Having crossed the German border near Strasbourg, we are on our way to our final destination, Paris, the City of Lights. This part of central France is known as the Burgundy region, noted for its magnificent vineyards and, of course, for its fine wines. Paris, Considered by some people the most beautiful city in the world, the Champs-Élysées, perhaps the most renowned and impressive boulevard in all of Europe. The original city started 2,000 years ago on a small island on the River Seine. Today, with a population of 2,950,000 people, Paris is considered the second largest city in Europe.
Well, we know she's not one of them.
Of art.
Gretchen. Never. She's a panda bear.
But you were following me. You were following Gretchen?
What about Maxwell case?
Possible. He sent me up there.
Well, obviously he's in on the operation, but I just cannot believe that he's the one that makes the moves.
Come on, everybody. The streets in Paris are narrow.
What about your girlfriend?
Book is still open on her.
You know, it could be just about anybody on this bus. Or any of the 2,950,000 people we're gonna meet tonight in gay Paris.
Yeah. One thing is for sure, the City of Lights is gonna go out for somebody, along with everything else. It's gotta happen here, Christie. It's the last city on the tour.
Attention, everybody. I wish for all of you to go back to your rooms, then rest. For tonight, we see Paris. We will all meet here promptly at 8 o'clock. Any questions? Yes? Mr. Maida?
I think he's had a heart attack. You better call an ambulance.
Mr. Case, exactly how is Maddox doing?
He's hanging on, but just barely.
Thank you.
This is terrific.
Yeah, I've lived here for quite some time. First I was a stewardess. Now I've been with Continental Tours for a year. You know, this is very much against tour rules, bringing you here alone.
Yeah, I know. I know. It only took me 2 hours to convince you.
Docteur Boucher, présentez-vous à la salle 3, s'il vous plaît. Docteur Boucher, présentez-vous à la salle 3, s'il vous plaît.
Did Pete leave?
He'll be back in an hour. He went off with Gretchen. We'll just stay here in shifts. Have the Sorte finish the test on the champagne glass.
Docteur Fischer, présentez-vous à la salle d'urgence.
Champagne.
Docteur Fischer,
Nothing else?
présentez-vous à
It
la
was
salle
clean.
d'urgence.
I was sure he would have been the mark. I mean, everything fit. Clean?
Yes, sir. I'm just as surprised as you are. I felt sure they'd put something in his drink.
Infirmière en charge Picard, présentez-vous à la salle 2 immédiatement. Infirmière en charge Picard, présentez-vous à la salle 2 immédiatement.
Good news. Mr. Maddox has taken a strong turn for the better. The doctors expect him to recover.
Oh.
Huh?
Aren't you coming along, Fred?
Oh, no, you go ahead. I'll stay around here for a while.
I'll wait if you want
No,
me
no,
to.
it's perfect. All right, I'll meet you back with the others.
Docteur Liss, coup de téléphone sur la deuxième ligne téléphonique. Docteur Liss, coup de téléphone sur la deuxième ligne.
What about her, Captain?
Exactly what she seems. She's widowed, wealthy, and lonely. There's absolutely no connection with the operation. Besides, I had a report on her through the Sûreté. I don't know, Christie. Somehow this whole tour thing seems to be turning into a wild goose chase.
Something wrong?
It's just getting a little warm in here.
Would you like to get some air?
You.
Didn't you say Pete was due back here at 8? It's 8:30.
He's probably getting carried away by Gretchen.
I am Jacques Durand, Sûreté.
Good. Anything new?
Nothing.
Captain, I'm starting to worry about Pete. It's not like him to be late for duty.
Well, he is with a beautiful woman. Any man could be late.
How did you know that?
My men are watching all tour members.
Yeah. I thought they would have made their move by now. But everybody's here.
Except Pete.
And Gretchen.
I just had an awful thought.
I hope it's not the same one I did.
What if it's Pete they've been after the whole time?
Yeah, we were so sure it was me, then Maddox. All right, can you take us to Gretchen's house?
Yes.
Good.
Gallagher, where are you? Gallagher?
My man claims he never left.
Well, he had to leave somehow.
No, he saw no one leave except a corpse.
A corpse?
Well, a hearse from the Nicole mortuary came and...
Attendez, docteur.
Please hurry. He's coming too.
okay, Pete?
Yeah.
That's cute. Where are your clothes?
Michon here. Your merchandise is packed and ready for shipment.
Merci bien.
Inspector. Yes, sir. This is Captain Ryan. We want to just make sure we're in sync on our end over here. We've got to catch flight from Paris at noon. Yeah, that's right. Say, any problems with our two friends over there? Yeah, that's good. What about the girl? Oh, boy. Well, we better just hope that she doesn't get too inquisitive until we wrap up our end over on that side, huh? Yes, Inspector. Yeah, oh, well, listen, thank you for everything. No, sir. Next time I come over here, it's going to be strictly pleasure. Yeah. Goodbye, sir.
Well, you sound pleased, but not ecstatic.
Yeah, we still got a few worries. The French police are going to hold those guys that tried to stab you with that needle. Now, they're going to try to hold them incommunicado for at least as long as they can. By then, let's hope that our two friends in the States will have claimed your body.
My body?
No, what they think was your body. That's going back with us in 1 hour on the same flight as the tour. And by the way, the shipping arrangements were made by our friends at Continental Tours.
Uh-huh. So as far as they're concerned, if the coffin arrives at the mortuary, they think everything went off without a hitch, huh?
Almost everything. Yeah, the one loose end for us in this deal is Gretchen.
Yeah. What a beautiful loose end.
Yeah, well, she's still running around Paris, and by now she's probably wondering why she hasn't heard from her two pals.
Well, you don't know that you're supposed to hear from those guys that planted that heroin in the coffin.
Mm. You know, even if they get suspicious, they're going to have to make some kind of a play to recover that heroin. According to the French police, shipping in that coffin is worth more than $30 million on the street in the States.
$30 million? That's a lot of dough. It'd take a lot of risks to get that back.
Yeah, which means that we're going to have to be ready for just about anything.
Oh, no. I'm dead, remember? I get to sit this one out.
Not quite. You know, when they claim that coffin in Los Angeles, it cannot be empty. You are going to have to be inside of it.
What? You mean I'm going to have to fly all the way back to Los Angeles in a coffin?
Oh, no. You'll head out of here on a separate flight in a couple of hours. We'll find some way to get you back into that box later on.
Oh, Chief, come on. You know how close I came to making that box my permanent residence?
You know, you were wonderful, Gallagher. Well, a little stiff, perhaps, but you know, all in all, that was a magnificent performance.
A little stiff? What do you want from a corpse?
Let's back talk. Come on, we got planes to catch.
You'll call me.
I will if I can.
It'll be worth your while.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I know your weakness. Duck à l'orange, Lafitte champagne, and for dessert, chocolate mousse.
And you're going to cook all that?
No, but my French chef will.
Miss Doubleday, I'm sorry our trip had to end on such a sad note.
Yes. Are there any relatives here to claim the body?
His application showed no next of kin, but you rest assured, Miss Doubleday, he'll be well taken care of. He was one of ours, and Continental will attend to all the details and see that he's given a decent funeral.
That's what I understand. Thank you.
Goodbye.
BOAC flight number 11, now arriving from London. BOAC flight number 11, now arriving from London.
Max, the money is standing by. When do I get my hands on the merchandise? I've got my people lined up for it.
The funeral's tomorrow at 2.
The arrangement's the same as always, right?
Better.
Oh?
We can pick up the casket any time after midnight. Internment's in a crypt, which means this will be a very quick operation. No digging.
And no slip-ups.
Monsieur Marchand and Dr. Couteau have not been seen in 2 days.
Merci.
Trouble?
The doctor and Marchand, they've disappeared.
Yes, Ellie. Yeah, oh, yeah, of course I remember. Yeah, I will call you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yeah. What are you calling her for? Well, I can't tell her the truth yet, and I don't want her nosing around making any inquiries. Yeah, Captain Ryan. Yeah, Valencia. What? Well, did they buy you as the mortician? All right, good. All right, stall. That was Valencia over at the mortuary. Maxwell case has arrived with some of Frank Kelly's relatives. They want to see the body.
They can't do that. I'm the body.
Yeah, and we're taking them down there. Come on, please.
Look, I came all the way down from San Francisco. I want to see my brother.
I understand, Mr. Kelly, but please, if you'll just be patient.
What seems to be the holdup?
It's been a frightfully hectic morning, Mr. Case. We're preparing 4 funerals for tomorrow, including yours. Well, we do have...
Look, I don't care about any of that. I want to see my brother right now.
You will. Why, we're in the process of unsealing the airtight shipping container at this very moment, and I assure you, it'll just take a few more minutes.
Hey, look, I don't like this, Max. It's been over 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Look, I've had it, Max. We're going in.
Gentlemen, if you'll just step into the family room, the deceased will be presented to you momentarily.
Oh, just forget that. I want to see my brother now.
But gentlemen, no! No one's allowed, please!
That's him.
Gentlemen, really, I don't like this behavior at all, and I must protest most strongly. I'm going to call the police!
No, look, I'm sorry. I really am. But you see, my brother and I were so very close. I hope you'll accept my apology.
Well, I understand. Grief can do that to you. Now, I gather there's to be no service with interment at Chapel Hill at 2 o'clock. Is that still your wish?
No. There's been a change.
I'm taking my brother with me. I want Frank buried in the family plot in San Francisco.
Well, I don't. San Francisco? Well, when would you want the deceased to be picked up?
Right now.
But,
Police!
All right, drop him. Go on, drop him, or he's a dead man.
It's okay, I'll catch up to you.
Hey, Joe, open the casket and unload the junk. Gotta ditch this garbage wagon somewhere.
All right, police.
You got it, Joe? What's happening? He's alive! Let go!
How you doing, Pete?
That's the last store I'm ever gonna take. Accommodations are too small.
Please understand I had no choice. I couldn't tell you all the truth until right now. That's right, Mrs. Fenton. Captain of Detectives, Los Angeles Police Department. I hope you'll forgive me because... What? Oh, duck à l'orange. Ah, Lafitte champagne. You don't have to go to all that... Oh, chocolate mousse. Well, I think... Yes. Yes, that's right. 7 would be just fine. No, we'll talk about it then. Yeah, that too. All right. Goodbye. What do you want?
You sent for us, sir.
Yeah. The commissioner is really pleased. The bunco and the homicide squads.
Hey, that's terrific.
What's gonna happen to Gretchen, sir?
You sound as though you're sorry for her.
I am.
She tried to kill you.
I know. But if it wasn't for that one little flaw in her nature, what a woman.
Well, she'll have plenty of time to correct that one flaw in jail. She'll probably spend the rest of her life there.
Hey, sir, you better get a move on. It's nearly 7.
Yeah. You know that Mrs. Fenton, she's a wonderful person. I just thought I'd try to let her down easy.
Oh, that's very nice of you, sir, with duck à l'orange, champagne, chocolate mousse.
You're all heart, Captain.
Chocolate mousse?
I know.
You don't.